the channel. To say we have some more Watts information would be an understatement. And right now, there is a lot, and a lot of things are swirling around. I'm not claiming to be a true crime expert because until Casey Anthony did I really start to pay attention to murders. And the next case that I found any interest in was the Watts. But the Watts, when looking at it, I saw the evil. And that's why I started to make the videos in regards to it. And then the disgusting Nicole Kissinger, the lying, and the simple fact she should write a book on how to get away with murder because in my eyes, in my opinion, that's exactly what happened. She's gotten away with it this far. There is speculation, rumors going around that somebody else is going to be implicated in the Watts case. It's just a rumor. There has been no names stated that I have heard or read anywhere. But like I've said, I think Nicole Kissinger, if she didn't plan it all, she helped plan this. And I think tick tock, tick tock, I think her time is coming. And with all the information coming out about the Watts now, about Chris Watts, Cindy Watts, I don't know. Something is about to drop. So back a few months ago, we remember hearing Chris talk about how he felt like he had no control over what he was doing to the girls and Shanann. And we all know that he talks to his parents, his sister, and I don't know who else in prison, and that he could have been using this as a scapegoat. And, you know, as much as I hate him at the time, it's like, yeah, he's just trying to use this. But I forgot why my main focus was on the Watts case. And it was because of the evil that was in that home, that was brought there again by Nicole Kissinger. So when he says that he didn't feel like himself, that he felt like he was influenced, I'm here to tell you it's for good reason. It does not excuse what has happened at all. So let's get that straight. But for the ones that don't believe that evil can consume you and make you do things you would not normally do, I'm here to tell you that is not the case. I also thought from the beginning of the body cam footage, when he was talking to the police officer in the home, I knew he was high as a kite. I didn't know on what. I thought amphetamines. Possibly now, the whole oxy talk, it could have been oxy. It could have been both. We don't know for sure, because Chris is a pathological liar, what he was on. But he was definitely high in that body cam footage. And I would be willing to bet the night all his family was annihilated, he was high. So I think taking a break from the case was necessary, especially to all of us that were so passionate about finding out what really went on. It needed the break here. And now that we've had the break, now we're being flooded with more information. So there will be more Watts going on from here on out. And I will be doing a session with Shanann on the Ovulus and a session with the Spirit Box with Shanann. Okay, so we also know that there has been the letters that are leaked out. I haven't had a chance to read all of them, but I will, and I will also talk about them. But I did come across an article that I do want to talk about, and I'll link the whole article in the description for you so you guys can read it if you would like. But I just want to talk about a couple points in it that still proves exactly what I have said about the case from the beginning. That Christopher claimed he felt darkness over him in the weeks before he annihilated his family. The reason that he felt this darkness is because, like I've said, and I will always stick to, what Nicole Kissinger was messing with. And I think that there's a rumor swirling that she had friends that were also in the occult. So please hear me when I tell you the evil that Nicole Kissinger brought did influence Chris. It's not excusing it. I promise. I'm not trying to excuse it. But it's exactly what has happened here. Chris also was suggesting that he was under the spell of his mistress, Nicole. Right? And I said that 9 months ago because that's what she did in that basement. She did black magic, guys. I'm telling you, she did. But looking back and where I am now, Chris stating that he was possessed or influenced by demons or evil spirits, I'm telling you, that's exactly what happened. It won't take away his sentence. It doesn't bring Shanann or the girls or Nico back. But when you play with fire, you get burned. The thing is, it's hard for us all to understand it or believe it because it's not like you see a demon walking down your street or you see the black masses all over your house. I get chills saying that. It's weird. Or you see the spells that she's done and what comes conjuring up. We don't see that with our physical eyes. You can feel that. So it's hard to believe. And not everyone can feel it. Drugs themselves can bring demons in. You look at someone that's been using meth compared to when they're like in rehab or recovery, they look like two different people. That is because they've been influenced. I know it talks about religion and spirituality when we go here, but I'm serious. And then you got Nicole Kissinger doing rituals and spells herself. It just equaled disaster. It equaled death. It equaled what happened. So you go from having your normal neighbors to the Amityville house living next door. And it's all because of who? Nicole Kissinger. And you know, just like there is evil, there is good, there is light. And Chris, reflecting back on his time, even says he believes that God tried to intervene and help him 3 times. Interesting, he uses the number 3, but 3 times to get away from Kissinger. First, I want to say in the article that Chris mentions that Cece comes in his dream and is dancing in his cell. And as much as we hate to think that he deserves that, that is probably a real dream. I think when we cross over into the next realm, all is forgiven. I think his daughters have forgiven him. I think that Shanann has forgiven him. I think when you cross over in your light and you're a good person, you forgive. So his dreams that he is having about Cece, Bella, or Shanann are probably really them visiting him. Look for more Watts videos to come out, and if this is your first time here, hi, like, subscribe, share, or don't, and I'll see you guys.